from what she's come back from college.
Okay. We're on. Okay, it works now. Good stuff. Right. Start as we always do, opening posture. Okay, so lifting to the top of the head, inhale, and then exhale to close it down. I don't know what that was.
What do you want to do? That's all enough.
You show what you're wearing any.
Lay down with your cuts.
Oh, these videos look different now. Right, sit up, looking left and right. You got stuff with spikes on the inside.
It's
Looking up and down.
Literally. Oh,
Then rolling, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. And then chin to shoulder, chin to chest, chin to shoulder.
No, that's
I like into our shoulders now, so I'm gonna go
I
arms.
don't need women, I don't need clothes.
And arms. I like this is what this is what happens. Okay, open and close.
What do you insinuate?
I ain't insinuating nothing, I'm flat out fucking saying it. Open and close.
That's really.
Alright, reel it in,
PC.
and then reel it back out. Fuck you, PC. Back out.
I think it's full. So move.
Back it away. Fucking hell, I fucking mute you in a minute, you bother. Right, roll here. Stop now, stop. Right, we'll play in a minute, all right. Roll it back and then gripping. Lovely. Okay, cool. Shake it out. Listen, seriously, right? I honestly believe that comedy is fucking underestimated. No, seriously, I'm not even joking. One of my favorite exercise videos with all of the Instagram, oh, this is how we squat crap, right? One of my favorite exercise videos is this guy, and I can't even, he's like dressed real stupid, and he's like playing on all the machines, and that's how you should fucking gym. Like, Friends, there's a Friends episode, the one goes running and she's running like this. Like, that's how like, it should be fucking funny. Like, what's wrong with comedy? You know what I mean?
Lift your hat.
Huh? Lift your heart, yeah. And like, you're getting more from your exercise if you're having a laugh, as long as you're doing the exercise right, of course. Rent over, right. Inhale, driving the hips forward. So no, don't feel you have to stop. Like, exhale, front, middle.
I was watching David by this morning first thing, so that's what the useful.
Who's the horse? Yeah. Yeah.
She said we had two women and they turned out to be two fellas.
Side bends.
That's warning.
I'm sort of, I was going to say you sort of dated it there a little bit.
I don't think
That's just fucking normal now, isn't it? Lovely, and then twist. Whatever, no, 100%, whatever you try, okay. Go for it. No, so, makes no difference to me whatsoever. Okay, hands in the hips, hip circles. And then changing direction. In fact, we'll do the Ministry of Silly Walks in a minute. Now we go feet together, knee circles, remember that drill?
Yeah.
And then changing direction. Well, you're gonna remember it. You'll remember. Stand on one foot, so toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat 3 times. Rotate one way and rotate the other way. Switching over to the other leg, toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat 3 times. Rotate one way and rotate the other way. So we've been doing a lot on the sort of mindful walking and mindful movements and just sort of playing with reversing directions and slowing down speeds and changing the cadence and all that stuff. Adding comedy to it, one of my favorite warm-ups is the Ministry of Silly Walks from Monty Python. So John Cleese wrote what I think is an excellent exercise program as a fucking joke. And it kind of the fitness industry, or I don't know, they take themselves too fucking seriously or something. So basically, it's really complicated. What you got to do is walk in the silliest goddamn way you possibly can. Okay? So Cleese does all these massive movements, right? So whatever, like, go. Like, don't look at me. Fucking go. And start walking around the place. I don't know. Just the dumbest shit you got. What's the dumbest shit you got, right? Lock your knees. And walk without bending your knees, right? Okay? What's the, like, whatever ridiculousness you have. Now, you're not allowed to take 2 steps in the same direction. So you got to change direction slightly every time, right? With your knees locked. Okay? Now keep it going for a minute and watch. Okay, now you gotta swing your leg high before every step, right?
Pistachio.
Yes.
Oh,
See, non-PC, and then there's anyway. Okay, now you gotta get your bum down low, and you're gonna take a little step, little bouncing step, get your bum down a little bit lower, right? Okay. Now you can make up your own ones, Vince. I am literally making shit up off the top of my head, right?
I would have never guessed.
Would you?
No.
Really, you didn't think I fucking planned and wrote this? Okay, so seriously, yo, finish the walk. Why is it useful? One, because it lightens your fucking heart up a little bit. Two, because if you continually change the way that you walk, you're using different muscles to do so. You're swinging your legs in different directions. You're opening the hips. There's a whole pile of benefits from it. Okay, and it's just messing and having a laugh. Nothing wrong with that at all. Right. Let's be slightly more structured. So we'll have a look at the squat first off. So from here, feet out, not too wide. So my feet are just ever so slightly wider than my shoulders. Okay, they're not pointing straight ahead, and they're not 90 degrees out. So they're not even quite 45 degrees, but just where it's comfortable. How do you know which way to point your foot? Well, when you bend your knees should track over the line of the foot. As long as your knee is going over the line of the foot here for sound. Okay, we don't want this action. All right, you don't want to be squatting like this. Okay, the knee needs to be directly, that's no good, here, because it's straight over the middle of the foot, right? So that's what you're looking for. So we're just going to position ourselves such that as we bend, the knees are going over the feet. Now, coming back up. In Kung Fu, Karate, etc., they get you to hold the pose, which makes sense if you want strong legs, right? So from here, I'm going to squat down, hold there now, but I'm trying to lift my chest up. So we go here initially, we're trying to just lift this up, but my butt now is the same height as my knee, or sorry, the hip crease is the same height as my knee, okay? And just hang on there just a little bit longer. And you can come out of there now, okay? So we'll come back up. And just shake that out for a second. Okay? You can feel the quads have to work to keep you in that position. The glutes have to work to get you out of that position, and the hamstrings as well, right? So we're gonna go again. This time, we're gonna go down, and we're just gonna go as low as we can to the middle, a little bit up to the middle. Low as you can, middle, a little bit up, middle. Low as you can, middle, little bit up, middle. So what do I mean by middle is the hip crease at the same height as the knee. Okay, so as low as I can. Well, if I move my feet a little bit closer together, I can go there. I can't go any further right now for knee things. But okay, middle, up a bit, the middle, and relax. Shake that out. So we want strength from this action, right? How do we develop strength? We put the muscle under tension for a period of time. The greater the tension and the greater the time, the more muscle fibers are ripped. Okay, you're destroying muscle fibers. When you destroy muscle fibers, it releases all these little chemical things that run around, and they ask the body to repair, to rebuild. So then you rest and you eat. Your nutrition puts the muscle back in. That's how you grow muscle properly, right? It's actually the rest of nutrition that grow the muscle. The exercise just gives it the signaling factors. Yeah, make sense? To ease those muscles the next day, you want to stretch them out a bit. Why? Because you want to get the blood flowing through the area. Yeah. So how do you get the blood flowing through the area? Well, imagine it's a load of little pipes. When the pipes heat up, they widen. Okay. So if you can apply heat, if you can massage, if you can stretch, and if you can drink lots of water to make sure that the blood is at the right level, okay, then everything will smooth and you'll just recover much faster. Right. By the time I've been waffling, you should have recovered from what we just did. So let's hit it again. So butt down, okay? And we're going to stay in that range now for as long as we can. So like subtle move up, center, subtle move down, center. And all I want you to do is to just kind of live here for a minute. Okay? Now when you feel that the tension it's just a little bit too much, then stop, stand up for a second. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of why I'm not really big on counting this. Because when you start counting the slots and stuff, people tend to sacrifice quality for quantity. Okay, relax. Sorry. They sacrifice quality for quantity. And what I mean by that is, I say do 10 squats. Somebody goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a quarter squat, right? It's not really doing a whole lot for me. If I ask you to do a 1-minute squat, 30 seconds down, and 30 seconds back up again, all of a sudden it's a completely different exercise. So I don't tend to say do X amount of reps, unless I've very specifically seen you train and understand it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, slow tension and feel for it. Keep the tension in there, get as much tension as you can, and then relax it. Okay, one more. Same again. Excuse me. I hope I'm not getting this. Stiffly.
Coronavirus.
No. Few things going around. Hopefully now. There is, yeah.
There's a lot. Goes around like how the weather change.
Yeah, I know everybody going back to school as well. And
Yeah.
we'll be on holiday and blah 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 blah. Chill there now. Okay, same idea. We're just gonna do a little push now. All right. So down to the floor for the moment. Actually, before you do that, real quick, just let me get this one out because it's occurred to me. I haven't done this with this group, and I've done it with every other group. To develop our push, let's say I had a shoulder injury, or I just had surgery on my shoulders, and any form of heavyweight is going to be a major problem. What I'll do is I'll either get a light elastic band, put it around and push with that. Not a bad idea. Okay, if you're bed bound, I would take an elastic band over a dumbbell any fucking day. If you're not bed bound, fair enough, right? But you go up against the wall, put your hands on the wall, push your body away. Okay, so make sure you go to complete lockout, right? So completely straight, shoulders like forwards. So I'm driving my shoulder blade, this point here, as far away from my hands as I can get it. Okay. Now all you're going to do is we're going to increase the intensity of this exercise, and we're going to do so very, very gently. Standing there with the hand on the wall, walk your feet back a step. Now you're angling your body. Okay. If you can get complete lockout there, okay, 4 or 5 times at least, walk your feet a bit further back, right? So all the time, we're getting more and more of the body weight on the wall as the feet move away. Now there's going to be a limit to that because the force is going this way, so we can't directly transfer it horizontal or to a vertical, I should say. So what we want to do instead is go to a set of stairs. So you start off 3rd or 4th step, okay, and then we lower ourselves down such that we're getting to lower and lower steps each time. Okay, so this is one method of adjusting the intensity on your push exercise. We go with that. So Fit for Life, that's you. We did our squats, we did our pushes. Yeah, that's all we're at for today. And we're coming, where are we? Week 3 now, aren't we? Yeah, next week we'll do a little, I'll give you a little test video thing, and you just send me in like what your numbers are, like how many you got time-wise on each exercise. And we'll see who should be in which group and all that kind of thing. Right, Fit for Life, have a great one. We'll see you later. Fit play, we need chairs. You guys go on the bench, actually would be better than a chair for you. Mainly because chair head fucking right. I don't know particularly what chair is the mass. But I do you come here. Huh?
No, he's sitting on it.
Not anybody sitting on it. Okay. The exercise is sitting on your ass. Take out your phone
Yeah.
Start tapping. Oh, you did as well. Oh, you fucking write your message, don't make any difference. Right, as long as you're doing the exercise, work away, right? So what I'm gonna do now, right, is I'm just gonna stand up and I'm gonna sit down. Then I'm gonna take my right foot, I'm gonna step it forward half a step. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna sit down. Then I'm gonna go a little bit further forward, stand up and sit down. A little bit further forward, stand up and sit down. See if you can lift the leg off the ground. Up. Yeah, don't do maximal intensity, like, you know, just moderate your intensity level. So the closer your other foot is to your ass, the more weight it can take, the more support it will take. Now, if you can do one leg around, and one leg up, that's awesome. That's good leg strength. Okay, if you can't, just get your foot as far comfortably forward as you can, that you can do in and around the 10-15 reps. Okay, same thing with the other leg. So my right foot staying here now, loading the right leg, left foot goes forward and back, extend the leg out and back. Okay, okay, beautiful. That will do for those exercises. Okay, just occurred to me, I talked about push so much in Fit for Life, I didn't do push with you guys. So we better do push then, haven't we? Let's do that. Push and pull then is next, and we have 10 minutes. We'll just get this done on time. It didn't deviate from my plan quite as much as I thought I had earlier. So from here, push-up position. Knees to the floor is fine if you need it. Try and keep them up if you can, but try not to bend at the hip, okay? Try and keep hips, the shoulders, and the knees all in a line. So you inhale down. Now, instead of coming straight back up, you're gonna come up a tiny bit and back down. Tiny bit and down. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a single push-up. We're just gonna up and down it a little bit more each time. So I'm kind of almost like wobbling through the movement. Okay, so I'm kind of pulsing my press. All right, just pulsing it. I get a little bit higher on each pulse until I get to the lockout. Okay, knees down, chill out there. So I'll describe that again a little better because I don't think I verbally did it justice. What I'm doing is lining up my hands, elbows down. Remember, not here, not T, arrowhead shape. Okay, and I'm pushing a little bit, and kind of up, down, and I get a little bit higher until I get to lockout. And our goal is kind of wobble through that movement all the way down, and then change it and come all the way back up. But just like pulsing as you go. Okay? So we hit it again. Knees on the ground at any time you need to. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to go down a quarter of the way and back up an eighth of the way. Okay? Down slightly deeper. Back up a little bit less. And deeper and deeper. And, okay? Wobbling it through. Nice and easy. Easy, that's not a nice thing to say, it's not easy, okay? Not easy at all. It's worth it. Okay. So that was one rep. Yeah, see why I don't like counting? Because if you count them, it doesn't sound like it. What did you say? 2 push-ups. Oh, I did 3 push-ups. Why is it I can push you through a fucking wall and you can't push a door open? Like, don't worry about accounting. Worry about time under tension. Worry about how much tension you're generating through that line. Okay? And your body's adaptation to it. How are you doing, sir? No. You hate me?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
You can?
No.
That's okay then.
It's not me. It's my ass, not your ass.
We loosen it out for a sec because we're going to hit that again, all right? And then we're going into pull. Yeah, we just got one more quick one and then we're into pull, all right? Okay, so I'm going to hit it one more time. Same idea. Starting at the top, just pulsing all the way down, and pulsing all the way back up. I don't even know how long, because it's not a full 60 seconds, I don't think. I'm just kind of going off a feel. Well, I'm looking at the three of us and trying to average it out. That's the thing, right? So from here now, start at the top and just start pulsing. Now this time you should feel the bite much sooner now. Okay. Fantastic. Lovely. Right, that's it. Push. Pull it is. Okay, so 3 variations on pulling exercises is what I want to look at the moment. Variation 1 is where we started, the kind of easiest to teach, the easiest to control, lowest weight, lowest intensity, blah, blah, blah. Pull it from here and down. If you're happy there, that's fantastic. Brilliant. Good for you. Stay there. Okay, so just do a couple of sets of those. If you want a little more or a little more complex, if you've done thousands of swings, if you haven't done thousands of swings, forget this, okay? If you've done forget this. Go back and do the last exercise. There. Okay. From here. Swing in. One hand swing, and it's going to swing a little higher, but remember, keep it bending the elbow. If the elbow locks out, the shoulder will too, and that's no good to us. Now all the way up, let it catch, let it sit, and let it fall, all the way up. When you get up, stay there for a second. Up. Low. Okay. This is the kettlebell snatch. Fantastic exercise. As long as you can feel the action through the hips. Because if it's all in the shoulder, this will fuck your shoulders. If you get it wrong, it'll hurt you. If you get it right, it's fantastic. Okay, switch hands. So I'm letting it rest and stabilize here. This is going to do wonders for my posture. So it's pull now and down. Pull now and down. So at the top of the swing, I start pulling, but it's subtle. And it's just to keep it on this line. Okay. Talking so much, I'm not concentrating on the fucking technique. Fabulous. Okay, relax there now. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the highest level of pull exercise is gym. That's my take on it. Okay? You can add to that and say muscle ups and clapping, chin ups, and all that kind of crazy shit in one hand and blah, blah, blah. That keeps going. There's always crazy stuff. The chin up is, as far as I'm concerned, the best kind of pound for pound pulling exercise that you can get. Okay? But they're hard. Particularly if you're heavier, right? So I got quite a light frame. I'm not particularly big, okay? 78 kilos usually, right? So for my frame, great. I can do a few, no problem. But I couldn't always. I had to build up. So regardless of your frame, and regardless of where you're at, I believe everyone can do pull-ups. Okay? I do believe that. Watch. You fucking date and time this shit. Watch. We'll play this back to him. Okay? So first thing you need to do is you need to be comfortable with your hang. So you need to grab a bar overhead and let your shoulders or let your ears just drop into your shoulders like that, okay? So Rosie, you can work out, make it good with this. Grab a bar and let your ears just drop into your shoulders. Now the trick here, genuinely, is to relax into that position. Okay? And that might be easier said than done, but it can be done. So just grab the bar, right? And here's how we're going to do it. Just think about your ears for a second. Now, the way you've got the toes on the floor there is handy. because you can now modify the weight, how much weight is on your feet. So all you guys are going to do is just kind of gently take a little bit less weight on the feet and just keep doing that until your feet are just barely touching the ground. Okay? Okay. Lovely. That's it. And when you need to stop, you stop. So what muscles are really at work there? Mostly, would you believe, it's the fingers down through. Sure. The fingers, yeah, but it's the fingers coming down through here. If the shoulders are at work, what's happening is you're pulling up. So you're using muscle rather than skeleton to hold it. See what I'm saying? So just for the fingers for a second then, we're going to take our hand here and just stretch those fingers out, okay? So just stretch your fingers this way, like so. And only a few seconds will do, it doesn't take long. Stretch them up again, okay? So the first step in learning the chin up is the dead hang. If you can dead hang for 60 seconds, you can totally do a chin up, all right? Once we get the chin up down, we get shrugs. So a shrug is, or sorry, once we get the dead hang down, we get shrugs. So shrug is from here, where my head is, my head is like in my torso, is to pull my head out. What that does is the shoulders now take action. So initially the dead hang teaches us to switch the shoulders up. The shrug engages the shoulders. And that shoulder engagement is the first part of the movement that transfers into our lats and all of our back muscles, all our upper back muscles and our biceps. All of them, once the shrug happens, engage. And now these are the muscles that we're using here to do the pull-up. But the shoulders have to kick off the action. So the first part from here is all about grip. From here to here is all about shoulders. And now it's about the lats and the biceps to pull ourselves up. Okay, so step one, dead hang. Once you can 60-second dead hang. Step two is doing the shoulder shrugs. So just shrugging your shoulders out of there. Step three is negative, starting at the top and working down. And we'll worry about everything else another day because that's enough. You guys can chill there. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. I'm going to turn this off. See you there, guys. Bye.